Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he will score. Touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On play action, here's Shadur. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Sanders. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Sanders. And he's got his big tight end here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of heal. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Jaguars had 1-6 now. They come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go, set. 33. Set.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Yellow. Yellow. 43. Stay.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. Taking it about the 16. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Boy, he covered a lot of ground. 82 yards on the punt return. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase
it off out of the gun. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 2nd and 9. To the air, Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter.
On the ball. On the ball. 22 yards.
Back to throw now on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Flag. 95. Field. Flag. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Still going inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 70. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Looking to throw, Penix. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding opens. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile. Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens and things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. And they'll run with Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and goal from the 1. Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go, back. Yellow, 22.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great.
There, that defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground a time. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Set, hut. 10 flat. Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Come on, set. 52 blue, set.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On is the Chargers punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Well, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Pushing through the contact. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 43 right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll look to throw here. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Now Penix. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll throw with Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive game. And while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They are going for it. Penix. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go. 10.
A give to ETN running right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he's got some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
43. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-.